Good evening, darlings. So, my dear friend Nyrlathatwink sent me the following message. I want to respond to the alien question because aliens are my jam. As King of Mirkwood, what would your official response be if an intelligent extraterrestrial life form were ever to make contact? Well, of course, it depends sort of on the manner that they make contact, of course. If it seems like it's sort of a violent affair, I think, of course, I would ask for peace, but we do have to be prepared to sort of defend ourselves because we don't know sort of what this unknown element is capable of, and it's possible that they are quite far advanced and we would stand no chance, which is why I try to sort of start with a peaceful approach, because it's sort of unwise to just attack anything willy-nilly, with not sort of a certain person who just... Anyhow, let's just ignore him for now, shall we? No, I think in any case, really, I think my first thing would be to of course, welcome whoever it is, and hopefully there'd be some way to communicate in some sort of common tongue, or at least some sort of hand gestures. And, I think it's important to stress that we want to sort of maintain a cultural exchange and to find out more about each other, because I feel like as much as they perhaps would want to find out about us, we would of course want to find out the same amount about them. So I think it's very important to sort of establish very early on when you're making contact with a new group, sort of where you stand and what you want out of the relationship, and ask for the same from them. So, I think I know that we don't sort of tend to welcome outsiders, but this is sort of very different, extraordinary circumstance, and so in that case, I think I would be a little more welcoming of the unknown element into our borders, of course, with much suspicion, and there's good reason for all of that. You can't just trust someone on their word alone, because we've seen evidence of what happens when that happens, and no, it's just not good, darlings. So, I think we'd all be very interested in what exactly their purpose in visiting us in the Greenwood would be, and sort of wanting to learn more about their culture and history and language and all of that. So, we would have a very open and curious sort of outlook towards the whole situation, and just looking for sort of what we can do to benefit each other. Perhaps they make a very nice sort of wine or alcohol of some sort, and perhaps they really enjoy leaves or something that we could easily provide for them. So, there's a lot, I think, that one can offer the other. So I hope that answers your question, darling, and have a good evening. Ta-ta.